Yes, it's your boy Fred. I see you. I'm gonna do the Aftersun review, innit? I wanna say a big shout out to Jade Hutchinson, innit? Jade, I see you, girl. You see me? I see you. Nah, safe for that though. She left a comment saying that I should do the Aftersun with Yewande and Arabella. I jumped on it like white on rice. I jumped on it. I had to. You get me? I was all over it. But yeah, the show was good. It was good. I liked it. Well, just the part with Yewande and Arabella. But the rest of it, listen, I'll tell you how it started, yeah? So the show was presented by Caroline Flack, obviously. She had 3 guests on there. A lady called Olivia Atwood, some next guy called Matt Hutchinson or Richardson, and some next guy. He's irrelevant. But listen, yeah, this guy, yeah, Matt Richardson, starts talking about Ovi's dick and how it's 9 meters long and all this stuff. I was like, whoa, what kind of show is this? So, what is this? He was talking about OV, yeah, I want to climb up. Listen, he was talking some mad stuff. I had to fast forward. I did this, like, this whole, I'm not even a Christian. Like, crazy stuff, like, what kind of stuff? I don't want to be watching that stuff. Like, I got nothing against with gay people, but I don't want to hear about the meters of a guy's Long John Silver. I ain't got time for this. I wanted to see about Yewande and Arabella. Needless to say, innit, like, I just skipped straight past, like, onto the part with Yewande, innit. I don't need to be hearing about Ovi's Long John Silver. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all good. I don't need to hear about that. Yeah, so I skipped to Yewande and Aspilicueta's part. It started with Yewande when she first arrived back in the UK. So the day she arrived back, she got in the cab and all that. I think she was with one of her friends. And she was basically explaining the situation with Danny to her friend, saying basically, he told me all these things. And then when Arabella came in, he changed his whole behaviors and things like that. And the next scene was her and her mum. She met up with her mum, I think, the next day. And they went for a drink. And her mum was asking her stuff about her friends. She's like, yep, she's going to be lifelong friends with Amber and Anna. And they spoke about Thanos as well. But they just laughed about Thanos. Like, not like laughed at him, even though they should be laughing at him, because I am every single day when I see him on my screen. But they just laughed about him. It was a very little short, like, scene. Then they moved to the studio bit. The studio bit. This was the juicy bit, innit? Yeah, so Caroline had her in the studio. She's talking about how she missed the villa and things like that. About how she goes out now and people are like, ah! Like, she's more recognizable now, innit? Which is understandable. Do you know what I'm saying? She's talking about, and then Caroline asked her about the first coupling up with Michael, and she had nice words to say about Michael, like nice words. She said he's the most amazing person in the world. Yeah, and obviously the next question was about Thanos, innit? Rubik's Cube head Thanos Jr. They asked him about how was things with him when you lot first coupled up. She said it was all nice, it was good, everyone was coupled up. So being with him, it was nice to be in a couple finally, because when her and Michael was together, they wasn't compatible basically. Do you know what I'm saying? So she said at first it was lovely. She says she finds it hard to open up because she's been in like vulnerable situations before, innit? Understandably, once bitten, twice shy. You know how that saying goes. So she don't want to be putting herself in situations like this. And I'm telling you, when you got a man like Danny with a head shape like that, it makes you doubt life and think about things in a whole another spectrum. Do you know what I'm saying? And his head shape just threw her right off. But yeah, she said that when he was saying certain things, while she was saying that, they showed her a clip of when her and Danny first got together, and Danny was saying to her, look, like, there's no other girl like you. I can't see another girl coming into this villa that's gonna be as near enough perfect as you, as good as you. My head's not gonna be turned and all this stuff. They showed her that clip, innit? Boy. Oh yeah, while Danny was saying that to her, you should have seen her face. Her face says it all. You should have seen her face when Danny was telling her all that stuff. She didn't believe him. She never believed him from the first place. Real talk. Her face was like, you know that resting bitch face? She didn't believe him. She looked like one of them African aunties where like you've given them some stew and there's no meat in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you dumb? Do you know what I'm saying? So she said she didn't believe him because he was saying too many things that was just like that weren't believable basically. Do you know what I'm saying? She said basically they had two different love languages, like, which I agree. She emphasized that they like he was more like, he was more needy, always talking to her, needed to be affectionate, and her language was different. Two different love languages. Hers was the, I don't know, the language we all understood. I think he was speaking Swahili because I didn't get anything he was trying to do in that house. That's facts. Spoke about the whole her sitting on him situation as well. She said basically all the other girls in the house were like sitting on their guys, and she did it as well. You know what? Because it's Danny, you should have just sat on his head, on that big square head of his. He might have enjoyed that still, so maybe that's not a good suggestion. Scrap that one. She said she didn't like the way that Danny treated her after Aquanetta arrived. She said he changed. And when he came back from the date with her, he said there's no spark there, he can't see himself being turned and all this. And then like, he just changed. His whole language, their whole language then proper changed. Do you know what I'm saying? Caroline asked her if she would like to see Aspilaqueta, and she said, look, like, I don't mind. Like, she, you know what? She can tell. I could tell. I can just see people and know they got good spirits. And she's one of them people, Yewande. You can tell her spirit's good, innit? Yeah? She said she wouldn't mind, innit? She kept it civil, nice, and then they showed her best bits. And I had to get the tissues out. I'm not gonna lie. I cried. I welled up. Yeah, that was basically like Yewande's bits, innit? And then Tom and Aquanetta came in. Tom was there as well, but Tom, like, to be honest, I don't care for his Aftersun, after life, after work, after curricular activities, anything that he does after. I really don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? But he was there too. If you wanted to know, I'm telling you, innit? So Aquanetta was there. I'm not gonna lie, she was wearing all white. She looked all right. Do you know what I'm saying? All right in white. She looked all right. Again, yeah, this is why I never liked this girl, because I felt like she was a bit arrogant. She's a liar. I'm just an idiot, to put it in layman's terms, just to be quite simple, yeah? Caroline asked her, was she concerned about even stepping on Yewande's toes? She said no, like, she would never step on people's toes and stuff, but then she couldn't go into the house and not go for the person that she wanted. So what? Are you going to step on people's toes or are you not? So you're going to step on people's toes then? The answer is yes. She answered it like a flipping politician. The answer is yes. She's going to step on people's toes to her own benefit. Lie number one. Because I could see through all that bullshit. Lie number one. And then Caroline asked her, this was the second lie, yeah? Caroline said to her, you knew that Danny was going to pick you, innit? She said, nah, I didn't know he was going to pick me. But Caroline said you'd already planned a yoga session for tomorrow. And she goes, oh, yeah, you know, I shouldn't have done that. Bitch, you lying ass. Why are you even wearing white? You should be wearing flipping, not even black, brown, mud. Because you're just slinging mud everywhere. Dusty bitch. Every time she would talk, yeah, she would say something that obviously, do you know what? I actually think Caroline was more on Yewande. Caroline, I think, was team Yewande. That's just the gist I get from the interviews. One, Yewande had a longer interview. They showed the whole like video before she came in, and then even then in Arabiata's spot, Yewande was still in there. So I don't know. I feel like Caroline was team Yewande. Caroline then asked her about the kiss basically, and she really didn't have no answer for that. It was like literally an hour after you caused an upset in a house, and you just basically you didn't care, innit? You didn't care because, again, it was benefiting you, innit? Greedy bitch. Arabiata said she might see Thanos when he gets out. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Whatever, innit? See each other. Go somewhere. We'll never see you lot again. Anyway, yeah, she said she'll see Thanos again. And someone sent in an Instagram message, and they asked her, or Yewande, they asked them both if they're going to remain friends. And she was just like, oh, you know, we can stay civil and stuff. Like no one's done nothing to you. Like, shut up. You're in a, shut up, man. Anyway, that was the Aftersun. Enjoyed it. Apart from, like, they kept going back to these guys that, I don't know if they're homo or maybe they just bi. Because nowadays, I know you can be, like, you can be on both sides of the fence and stuff. But all they kept talking about, there's, like, 12 beautiful girls in there. They kept talking about Ovi and Ovi's dick. Kind of gay shit is that? But yeah, that's me. It's your boy. I'm out.